happy readers, my name is Liz and today we're going to be talking about The Name of the Star by Maureen Johnson. This book will be out September 29th of 2011. It has about 384 pages and it's a nice read. I really enjoyed it. It's actually one of the most gripping books that I've read in almost a year. So this girl, Rory, who is supposed to be depicted here, but actually has brown hair in the story. She and her family are from Louisiana and her parents decide that they want to professor in England. But yeah, she decides to go to boarding school, which is like, that's a big leap for somebody who, you know, is 17 years old and is going to another country. So on like her first day of school, not even first day, I think it's like before she even gets there, there's the first Jack the Ripper murder, and then while she's there, there's several others, and she's trying to stay away from that person, but, you know, ends up running into Jack the Ripper. She also finds out that she can see ghosts. She meets up with this Torchwood-like group that they kind of help some of them move along to the next life. Now in this book, the ghosts aren't all evil. There are some very, very, very evil ones, but there's also some very nice ones. There's Boo's best friend who died during World War II, the Blitzkrieg, I think that's what the story says, and she goes around and she picks up trash and she helps people and she just does a lot of nice things. There's some not nice ones, but you'll have to read the story for that part, and I will just say to them, they creeped me out. The bad ones just, they're scary. Now to talk about characters. I really liked Aurora, aka Rory, who is our main character. She just rocks it. She just does what she needs to do, even when that means pushing the boy aside, which by the way, Jerome, I hope he comes up a little bit more in the coming books because, yeah, this is a series. And I thought that he was cool, and I think that he was a very good, I guess, mouthpiece for the author to say, hey, this is what's going on, without it being like some news flash or just having it as like, you know, somebody reading a newspaper. It was just like coming from him, and so it gave that, you know, the mouthpiece. I think Maureen laid the ground for him to be a really awesome character and for him to kind of step up and be something really cool. So maybe he will do so, I don't know. Then you have Jazza, which is Rory's first roommate. She's just like this cute homebody kind of girl. She has pictures of her dogs and her family just sitting on her desk and stuff, and she'll make tea for Rory, and she's just like this really good friend. Then we have Boo, who is just like, you know, she just kind of comes out of the blue and just totally, I don't know, I've never seen a character like her before, really, because I don't know, it's hard to describe her without just totally like spoiling the book. She just really helps Rory like figure out what's going on, and especially with being able to see ghosts and things like that, and figuring out, you know, why is this happening, what is happening, and getting her in with the secret force of police people that can see ghosts. Overall, I feel like the story is just really good. You go into it thinking, oh, she's just gonna go to England and she's just gonna chill, and then it gets just like really good in the middle of it. The story overall, I really enjoyed, like the story, the plot line, because it didn't just go, you know, oh, maybe she's just doing stuff around England, and then you have like that, like sometimes in Maureen's books there's like that like the conflict, and then you have a lot of, I would call it dry space, just like very drawn out storylines of like people just kind of going through stuff, and then you have the conflict resolution and you kind of move on with the story. But in this one, it was very nice because that's when the action actually starts, which is good because, you know, that's kind of how action movies work. So, and I guess probably in scary movies, I'm not sure, I don't watch that many scary movies, but it's usually like around the middle to the end where things just like, you know, go to crap. It's just like wrapped up very nicely, and it's just put very nicely, and it's one of those books that's going to keep you on the edge of your seat. I wanted to say even more nice things about this without spoiling, because I haven't read a book that's been like this gripping, that's been like I need to read until I finish it, since like sometime in May, I would say, that far behind, but that far back. That's better English. But I really enjoyed it. It's not for the weak of heart, and it's not for people who don't care for, you know, hearing the original. If you've read the original, or like tidbits about the original Jack the Ripper story, and you think that it's gruesome, I don't know, you could still read this, but just know that, keep that in mind, that there might be a little bit of gruesome stuff. Like I said, there are ghosts and they will scare the crap out of you, and you might not sleep for a couple of hours after reading this book at least. Something else that's very nice about this novel is, even though that it's written by somebody who is from America, Maureen Johnson is from, you know, New York-ish area, New England, but like it has a very genuine England feel to it. I'm not an authority on that, but I would say that she did a very good job of, because I saw Rosanna's video where she talked about how, like, you could, if you've been to these places before, if you walk past, you can just imagine them in the book. And I feel like even though I've never been to these places, that I can imagine them and imagine the bars and imagine, you know, the places that these characters went to. And on that note, it could have come across very cheesily with that, and it could have, you know, been like, oh, these creepy weird ghosts and stuff like that, but it was just like, it was very good creepy. Very good creepy. Which is definitely what Maureen was going for, was definitely creepy. And also a little blow your mind, because the end of the novel you will be like, I need the second one right now. Like, right now. So on September 29th, I hope you pick up The Name of the Star, even though I hope, I really like the UK cover better. I'm just gonna say this for a minute. This character, no, she doesn't have brown hair. There's another character in the book who has red hair, and so it confused me when I found out that there was another character, Charlotte, who has red hair, and I was just like, that's not her at all, and it's misleading. Like, the rest of the cover is pretty nice, and the finished cover has like some gold stuff around it, and I thought that was a nice deal, and with like the old Jack the Ripper on there, but I don't know. So on that note, I hope you have a great day. Pick up Name of the Star, pre-order it. I will put links below. I hope you have a great day and keep reading.